A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. Montreal, Canada. In a decisive victory, Mark Carney has been elected as the new leader of the governing Liberal Party, succeeding Justin Trudeau at a time of significant uncertainty surrounding trade relations with the United States. Carney, an esteemed economist and former central banker, is set to be sworn in as Prime Minister in the coming days, marking his first entry into Canadian politics at the highest level as a federal election approaches. Following years of declining support and criticism of the Liberal government's handling of pressing social and economic issues, Carney's election comes as the party experiences a resurgence in political momentum. In his victory speech delivered on Sunday evening, Carney expressed his commitment to the nation, stating, "I will work day and night with one purpose, which is to build a stronger Canada for everyone." Securing an impressive 85.9% of the vote on the first ballot, Carney has positioned himself as a political outsider capable of guiding Canada through turbulent economic waters. The country is currently grappling with the implications of U.S. President Donald Trump's steep tariffs on Canadian goods, which were enacted on March 4th. As fears of a recession loom, a sense of Canadian nationalism has surged, highlighting the need for steady leadership in Ottawa. Born in Canada's Northwest Territories and raised in Alberta, Carney brings a wealth of experience to the table. He holds degrees from Harvard and Oxford and has spent over a decade at Goldman Sachs. His recent tenure as chair of Brookfield Asset Management saw him lead initiatives aimed at aligning investments with global climate goals. However, it is his banking experience during times of crisis that supporters believe equips him to navigate the current challenges posed by U.S. trade policies. Having taken over as the governor of the Bank of Canada during the 2008 global financial crisis, Carney was credited with implementing swift and effective measures that helped shield Canada from a more severe economic downer. He later served as the governor of the Bank of England until 2020, where he was recognized for mitigating the impacts of Brexit, despite facing backlash from conservatives who opposed his views on the economic risks associated with leaving the European Union. Will Hutton, a prominent author and columnist, praised Carney as an innovative and inventive central banker who understood the importance of making capitalism more legitimate by addressing its flaws. Carney's economic credentials are widely acknowledged, yet his lack of electoral experience raises concerns. Previously an economic advisor to Trudeau, Carney has never held political office and spent much of the Liberal leadership campaign introducing himself to the Canadian public. Political science professor Daniel Beelan described Carney as a technocrat on steroids, noting that the leadership contest did not thoroughly challenge him due to the amicable nature of his competition with former Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland. As he prepares for the upcoming federal election, Carney faces formidable opposition from Conservative Party leader Pierre Poilievre and Yves-François Blanchet of the Bloc Québécois. Carney's portrayal as an outsider has faced scrutiny, as his previous role as a Liberal advisor and his elite background in global finance position him as part of the establishment. David Moscrop, a Canadian political analyst, pointed out that while Carney is a respected economic thinker, he may also embody the global economic elite consensus that some perceive as oppressive to everyday citizens. The Conservative Party has capitalized on public dissatisfaction and anxiety surrounding rising prices, targeting the Liberal government's policies in the lead-up to the election. Poilievre has branded Carney as "just like Justin," attempting to link him to the outgoing Prime Minister's unpopular policies, including a carbon pricing program Carney once supported but has now pledged to scrap in light of public opposition. The Conservatives have also criticized Carney for his connection to Brookfield Asset Management's decision to relocate its headquarters from Toronto to New York, accusing him of contributing to job losses in Canada. In response, Carney's campaign has dismissed these allegations, asserting that the move did not affect Canadian employment. Furthermore, Carney has faced calls to adhere to conflict of interest regulations, as he is not yet obligated to comply with the rules that govern elected officials. His campaign has assured the public that, if he becomes Prime Minister, he will not only comply with ethics guidelines but exceed them, stating that steps to ensure compliance have already been initiated. Despite the criticisms, analysts suggest that Canadians are currently more focused on the uncertainty surrounding Canada-US relations and Trump's tariffs than on domestic issues. Recent polls indicate that the Liberal Party has narrowed the gap with the Conservatives, which was once a staggering 26 percentage point deficit. The future of Canada-US ties is expected to be a pivotal issue in the upcoming election, with polls showing Carney holding a slight advantage over Poilievre in terms of public trust to handle relations with Trump. An Angus Reid Institute poll revealed that 43% of respondents expressed confidence in Carney's ability to manage the situation, compared to 34% for Poilievre. As the election approaches, the Conservative Party will need to devise a clear strategy to counter Carney's expertise and credibility. Beeland emphasized the need for seriousness in times of crisis, suggesting that Carney's elite technocrat status could resonate with voters seeking stability amid uncertainty. Carney has also accused Poilievre of echoing Trump's rhetoric, asserting that the Conservative leader is not fit to lead Canada during this critical juncture. As the political landscape evolves, all eyes will remain on Carney as he embarks on his new role, navigating the challenges ahead while aiming to unify a nation in search of steady leadership. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.